Hey people, welcome back. So real quick, I want to take the time to show y'all why y'all want to take the time to really understand yourself and understand other people and why you may be different but not as different as you may seem. Now, take a look at this board real quick. These are all of human beings' basic needs when they pull up here as babies, all right? We all need fresh, clean air, all right, or proper breathing, learning how to breathe properly, all right. We all need fresh, naturally sourced water, all right. The best water comes from your springs. We all need highly nutritious foods, all right. We're going to get into what that is for a little bit. We all need safe and a secure place to live, a safe and secure dwelling, sufficient rest and sleep. This is essential for growth and brain activity. Physical touch or intimacy. All right. Now, what am I going with all this? Now, have you ever heard this term when they say the circumstances make you who you are? Well, this is true. And this is kind of what I want to explain to you, that everybody goes through different circumstances, which makes them different people. But understand that the circumstances that they've been through is pretty much taught them how to be this person. But underneath that, they're just consciousness, just like you. We've all went through circumstances that makes us who we are. Now, let me go deeper and show you how this really works. Now, these are all your basic needs. Everybody who comes here needs these things. All right. And you have a part of the early part of the growth of the mind called the id. It's not really a part of the personality complex yet, because a child that comes here doesn't have a personality until he starts to develop one where the ego comes in, which is what I'm going to talk about. So this is where all the stuff in the id lies. All right. You need clean air, you need natural water, you need nutritious food, so on, so on, so forth. But here's what the ego does. The ego is what controlled how you got these things you needed. So let's say as soon as you're born, all right, you're put into a circumstance of living life, all right? These are the things that you need in order for you to stay living. The circumstance that you're in makes you who you are. Your ego that you develop as you're growing is pretty much how you've learned to navigate these needs. So we're going to get a little deeper into it. The first one I want to touch on really is physical touch. You ever hear them say a lot of people just need a hug? There's a lot of kids when they grow up never got physical, intimate touch enough, never got held enough, never got hugs enough, never got enough kisses, never got enough reassuring touch on the shoulder. Physical touch is very important. It also has to do with how you deal with intimacy when you grow up as an adult. It has a root part in how your intimate sex life plays out, because physical touch is an expression of how one feels. When someone touches you lightly on the shoulder, it might be an expression of comfort. A hug is an expression of love, so on and so forth. But physical touch is important. Understand that not everybody got proper amounts of physical touch. You know what I mean? Let's look at highly nutritious foods. In a nutshell, highly nutritious foods are your fruits, vegetables, legumes, beans, pretty much all the naturally sourced things that grow on the planet. The reason why they're called highly nutritious is because they have high amounts of nutrients in them. All right? Not a lot of people had the luxury of eating highly nutritious foods growing up. Understand that this is very important for brain function, for a lot of things. So you might want to understand that not everyone was able to eat the way how you ate growing up if you thought you ate good. Do you see where I'm coming from? The circumstances make you who you are. People don't really necessarily choose who they are. People learn to be who they are based on going about their needs as they're growing up. I'm trying to show you that knowing these consciously, we can tackle them and you can undo some of these things and rewrite the way how you go about your needs in your basic self. But let's look at this one. Fresh, naturally sourced water. How many people you think had the luxury as a baby to have access to natural spring water that was so essential for them growing up? It's not your fault. Your parents probably didn't even know better. But I'm trying to show you that that's why you want to have understanding for yourself and other people. Not everybody had luxury to get these things, the basic needs. Fresh, clean air, bruh. You have kids born around parents who smoke cigarettes all day. Some people never had the luxury of breathing clean air. Some people never even learned how to breathe properly, how to truly breathe from the diaphragm and exhale from the diaphragm. There's a lot of I'm just trying to show you that this is what you need to understand and have an understanding for everybody. And not everyone had the luxury of having the proper things. Now understand that this is how you became who you are, because your ego mediates how you got all of this. And as you learn to grow up in society and socialize with people, you've learned to be who you are. But I wanted to show you this real quick, that these are the basic things that all of us need. White, black, yellow, Asian, I don't care what you think you are. We all needed this. And not all of us was lucky enough to get these things properly and become the people who they are today. So don't judge nobody. Try to help someone understand that they need to eat better. You need to learn how to breathe properly. You need to get into intimacy. Get someone to love on, or I don't know. But like, some dudes really just need a hug, son. It's really that simple. Niggas is getting up mad. You just probably need a hug. But that's really it for the day, though. I just wanted to show y'all we have basic needs. We're really one. We're not so different. And it's just a simple tweak of how we got it that made you who you are today. All right? Peace.